introduction. We were strangers to the game we love. We are strangers no more. It's more than a game. Hey, it's our religion now, and it's in our blood, it's in our veins, it's everywhere. Ilawa, 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 ilawa. Chigawa na karagaling arami. Oh, apana wata tapariga. Oh, apana wata tapariga. Apana wata nagitapariga, yeah. Apana wata nagitapariga. Oh.
Hoo-ah, 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 we are the Buffaloes. B-U-F-F-A-L-O-E-S, Buffaloes. You go home and get your standings, I'll go home and get my panties, and away we'll go. Oh, shuffle up the buffalo, shuffle up the buffaloes. Oh, buffaloes never die, never die, never die. Oh,
3 of the 2022-23 TIO NTFL season for the Indigenous round. We are going to get underway very, very shortly. Tiwi are taking on the Darwin Buffaloes. Please turn your attention to our Welcome to Country for the Indigenous round performed by Richie Fijo.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Richard Fijo. I'm a Larrakia man from Darwin. It's a great opportunity for me to welcome all the Indigenous people to Darwin and Larrakia country as a Larrakia man. Especially friendly welcome to the Tiwi people. Larrakia and Tiwi have a strong history, but in the Darwin Buffs, I'm a Buff supporter, and we have lots of families that play for Darwin Buffaloes as well. So I would also like to acknowledge all the families, the Indigenous people of the world that also play this fantastic game. And thank everyone for joining us here this afternoon. You have come by way of Larrakia land. You'll hear the voices of our ancestors. When you leave, you'll take the Larrakia message with you. Reverend W. Fijo. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honour to welcome each and every one of you to Larrakia country. May our ancestors guide and protect you always. Thank you.
Welcome to TIO Stadium in Darwin for this round 3 clash between the Tiwi Bombers and the Darwin Buffaloes. I'm Damien Hale and I'm joined in the commentary today with 5-time St Mary's Premiership player and former St Kilda AFL player Raf Clark. Raf, g'day.
G'day Damien, thanks for having me in again, mate.
What do you think of this one? It's Tiwi, if you look at where they are on the ladder, they've had 2 very big losses to start the season, but you know, Harley Bennell's in today for them, and I'm tipping that this will be a little bit closer than people think.
Yeah, mate, I'm hoping that as well. You know, to see the game last week, I actually commentated that one as well, and you know, you never like to see any team getting beaten by that many points, mate, in 2 weeks in a row. So hopefully the Tiwi boys have had a good week on the track, and hopefully Harley can, you know, straighten them up or give them a bit more structure and they're a bit more attacking and have a bit more of a game plan. I see McAdam out there as well, so he's a good in as well. He's played a lot of senior footy for Southern District, so he's a good addition as well, mate.
Yeah, he certainly is, and just watching them as they come over to the interchange, and a few big bodies out there for the Tiwis now. They've got Big D'Souza going into the ruck. Shakes hands with Christopher Atkinson, son of David Atkinson, the former Buffaloes fullback and champion, great guy, stalwart of the club, and of course his mum's now the president of the footy club, so they can't get enough of it.
Yeah,
the Atkinson family, and
that's it.
And Christopher starts in the first ruck for them, so all in readiness for this one. Round 3 from TIO Stadium, Darwin. Buffaloes a 1-1 start to the year. Tiwi zipping 2 losses. The Tiwi will be attacking up the hill, we say here, to the McMillan's Road end, to the left of your screen, and Darwin. Not a lot of breeze, maybe a slight breeze favouring the Buffaloes in the first quarter. Here we go. Got him out, got him mean. Let's get going. Here they go. The tap's one out there. No one's got a clear possession. It's well done there, Tiwi. Look like they're coming out all right here. Yep, good kick there from the Tiwi player. Gets it going forward. Gathered by Darwin on the half-back flank there. Kicks it long. That was Aaron Stokes. Bit of a chaos ball there, gathered nicely there by the Tiwi player, and Travis Tambling goes short. Well done there to Harley Bennell, gets his first touch, handballs on to Sam Darley. I saw Darley giving him a bit of a rev up. Ball comes back, Michael Thompson kicks a scrubby kick along the ground. It's gathered there again by us. I think that was Stokes. Kicks it down. Yeah, well done there by the Tiwi player in Brendan Cantilla. Gets a good handball up there to Mason DeWitt. Goes down in front of the grandstand. Knocked away there from D'Souza. D'Souza back on it hard. Gets maybe one in the back, but no. Umpire says nothing doing. Play on, little short kick from Thompson. Keeps the ball going forward. Collinson lays a tackle. It looks as though, no, umpire's called play on again. And another good tackle there by the Darwin player. And he's going to be rewarded for his effort. Patrick Bowles, hard-working midfielder. SANFL experience, comes back off the mark.
Already, Haley, there's some bigger bodies out there from Tiwi compared to last week, so it's good to see. It's going to definitely make it a more competitive game today.
Certainly is. Sam Darley intercepts that kick there. It's gathered, kicked into the middle of the ground. Mully Cruz has got it now, and a nice little up pass there from Brendan Cantilla to Cruz. Cruz kicks out in front. It's a contest there out there on the wing. Half forward, sorry. Ball comes in. A little bit of an in the back there. It's gathered by the Tiwi player. He snaps it up back over his head. And that one there is cut off by Pendlebury. Back in the side this week, Pendlebury. A good player for Buffaloes in the last couple of years. Kicks the ball out in front there. Buffaloes have got a little bit of an overlap going now. It goes over to... who's that one, Raffy? He's the TikTok guy. I've forgotten his name, but we'll get him. Bolchi? Is it? All right.
Can't keep up with the TikTok stuff, mate.
Yeah, Joey Collinson. Handball's off. In over the stripe. Nice delivery. It's Bolch again. Number 17 for Buffaloes.
Tommy Bolch.
Yeah, Tommy Bolch. Now, he is the TikTok guy. Big fan.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I better catch up to with all this fancy stuff, mate. I thought you would be the older fella in here, mate. Wouldn't know about this TikTok stuff, but you're the one telling me about it. So, no, nice work by Buffaloes. They controlled the footy all the way up, and did use the bloke who was available. Didn't try to force anything that wasn't on. So they get a shot on goal.
Goes long here. It's looking good. The umpire hasn't moved, and no, it's a miss. Just about not too bad there. Buffs will be looking to go man on man from this kick in. It's sort of a half man on man, half zone. They bring the ball back in.
Harley Bennell.
It's chopped off there. Goes back over the top. That's well done there by Luke Roberts. Chopped that one off. Got the ball back inside. And a good mark there by Ahmat Watkins.
Watkins, yeah. He's one of the nicest natural kicks on goal. Ahmat Watkins. He's just so relaxed in his approach, and you just watch this. It just looks like he's not even trying, and he hits it so well. And then the commentator's jinx again. It's
a little bit out to the right there.
Yeah, he maybe was a bit too relaxed, but it looked like he half poked at that one.
All right, we've got the ball to be brought back in here by DeWitt. He's looking for options. He chews up a little bit of grass, or he kicks it. It's very tight, but yeah, well done. Good stuff there from him. Harley McCarthy's got it there on the half-back flank. He chips over the top there to Michael Thompson. Harley Bennell cruises by and decides to throw a rotation in. Doesn't get used. Goes back inboard to DeWitt. DeWitt working onto his left foot here. He signals on going long. Puts it up nicely there, and D'Souza. And yeah, well done there by the Buffaloes player, not to infringe. Good stuff there by that was Hayden Brown, going back with the flight, and did enough to knock it away from D'Souza.
Already the ball movement from Tiwi coming out of the kick-ins. Last week they were very stagnant every time St Mary's kicked the point, so it's good to see him be able to get it out to at least the wing straight away.
Nice hack there from it was Nathan Sagaliring. And the one there for the Brave. They're all having a bit of a go there. It's dished out. Well done there. Looks like Stanley Tipalura's got it. He gives it over the top to Darley. Darley kicks it inboard, doesn't find his man, and it's cut off there by Darwin. It comes back through Stokes. Jared Stokes, the skipper. He goes with a nice pass, but it's going to be chopped off again. A little bit of, poor disposal there. It's McCarthy's got it on the half-back flank for Tiwi. He goes out wide. player out there looks to play on. Edward Purantatameri Dunn goes wider still to, can't quite tell who that is out there.
Far away, that number.
Kicks it. There's a contest that, and it's well done there by the Bombers players. Recovered first. He's gone long into the forward line. They're all jostling for position there. It comes down. It's well done there by the Buffaloes player in Kane Riley. Yeah, former Nightcliff player. Chips over the top. Very well done there as well. Looks like Brown's got it again. Kicks it inboard. Jared Stokes, the skipper, looks inboard, looks to switch the play. That's better from Buffaloes if it comes off. That's what you want to do. Look to get the switch going. Well done out to Moroney. Stalwart of the footy club. Chips it over the top. It's gathered there by Thomas Clark. Kicks it inboard. Collinson out of position there, and Brendan Cantilla does very well. Kicks it across the stripe. Hits up the lead. Well played by Cantilla.
Tipalura.
And fires that one into Tipalura, is it?
Yeah, great work by Brendan Cantilla. Beat his man one-on-one, and then to follow up with that disposal. That's a 40-metre bullet pass to hit it forward by himself, and this would be a great start for Tiwi to kick the first goal.
Very deliberate, Tipalura. Looks like he's done that before, and it's just fallen short. Marked on the line there by Darwin.
Yeah, if one of those coach killers, Haley, you're not having anyone on the line to shepherd it through.
Exactly. Bradley Stokes has time to go back and pick it up. Gets it over to Bolch. Bolch kicks it across the wing.
They've brought out of bounds on the full.
All right, so they tried to disguise that one.
Old TikTok tried to disguise it. I think we're going to stick with his nickname for today, Haley.
Well, apparently he's got a heap of followers. He's a bit like yourself, Raph.
That's definitely not like myself. Follow me something different, maybe.
Darley's been busy early. Nice little chip in there to John Tipalura. Tipalura, with a little bit more strapping than a trotting horse. Kicks in nice and deep. The Tiwi player flies. The other one stayed down, which was good, and it's hacked off the ground.
Bennell.
I think Harley Bennell's got one. He's celebrating it.
He's up and about.
Now he is selling it. And he has got it. All clear. So well done by the Tiwi Bombers, Raph.
Yeah, that's a great start, Haley, compared to last week. And I thought last week there was going to be a shootout because Tiwi kicked the first goal within the first 40 seconds against St Mary's, and I thought it was definitely going to be a long day for both sides and have a shootout. But to the Tiwi's credit, they've got a few nice ins today. I think we've called Witt a couple of times. Harley Bennell's another one who's in.
And Darley in the midfield, the 21.
Darling as well. He's had his hands on the footy as well. And McCarthy is backing up from last week. He went to Calder after he kicked the first 4 goals in the first quarter and kept him to 1 goal for the rest of the game. So those boys having their hands on the footy early is awesome for the Tiwi Bombers.
And go at it again in the ruck. Little flick there from the Tiwi player, and he's been caught throwing the ball. Adam Tippenwoody, a little bit too clever. Tommy Clark's got it in the centre of the ground here at TIO Stadium. Goes short. Picked up there by Coco Nicky. Goes in, it goes over the top. It's gathered here. Good little bit of run coming out of the Tiwi back half. Kicks in the direction of Clifford Timms. And it goes out over the boundary line. So there was a nice little bit of run there from Cantilla off half-back.
Yeah, and he's showing some good poise, Cantilla. And he was the one last week who set the very first goal up too. So he's definitely good by foot, and he reads it quite well. So that's twice now he's cut it off at half-back.
Well, it looks like Pendlebury's in around the contest there. Comes out to Darley again. Adam Tippenwoody quick on the boot. Does well. One for the Brave. They all fly. Comes down. Kane Riley's pushed out of it. It's still alive there. Picked up there by Scotitini. Gonna have to work on that. Work on that pronunciation in the quarter-time break, Raph.
Yeah, you and me both, I think, mate. I'm glad you had a crack at it first.
Stacks on the mill, as they say. And that's the umpire Noonan's going to come in and throw the ball up for about the 400,000th time in his career. Ball's knocked down. Clark tries to knock it forward. Darley, that man again, gets another possession. Hacks it forward. And there's a free kick here.
Infringement. I think Tipalura's getting a free kick. It's been a bit of hold off the play.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Raph. They've I didn't think there was a lot in it. Two players having a go at the ball.
Yeah, it looked like a very even 50-50 contest, and umpires caught a bit of a hold maybe.
Would have been Bradley Stokes. Tipalura is obviously a bit of a headache down there for the Buffaloes, and the player trying to negate his influence.
Yeah, and it's good to see Stanley getting his hands on the ball early. He didn't get much of it last week, but when he's up and about and fit, he's a very big headache for most defenders.
Right, and he's hit the post. All right, 1 goal, 1 for the Tiwi 7. 2 points to Buffaloes. They go short there. Comes into Jaden Kickett. Kickett goes back across the goals to Bradley Stokes. Stokes goes short. It's well done by Moroney. Stokes gets caught, but he gets rid of it. It's well done. Now they're spreading the ball again, Buffaloes. Plays into the Tiwi's hands a little bit. If you make the mistake, they'll make you pay. Hayden Brown does well over there and tries to get the handball over the top. Did enough to disguise it.
Yeah, and like you said, Hardy, it's awesome to see the Tiwi Bombers. Compared to last week, the pressure in the forward line, St Mary's were about to just waltz it out last week, and Buffaloes had to go back and forth across the ground twice there, and they've turned it over at half forward and get a boundary throw, and so awesome work by the Tiwi Bombers.
Yeah, a little bit more defensive pressure. The ball comes back in. Bolch whacks it back over his head. Goes after it again on the ground. Keeps it in front, does well. Tries to do a little bit too much. He's caught and he's been nabbed for holding the ball. Unfortunately, tried to make the play there. And the ball's been...
Is that Adam Tipamori?
No, it's Michael Thompson. Thompson's got it. Chips it towards the forward pocket. No one really goes for it. Moroney gets it down. It's Kickett. Kickett goes long out of the back line. Works him under the ball well there, Bolch. Bolch again gathers the ball. Well done. Looks inboard. A funny sort of kick. He's turned it straight over to Adam Tipamori. He'll make you pay. Goes short to Darley. Darley looks across the centre of the ground. He sees a free player in Travis Tambling. Tambling waits, wanted it to stop, and it's propped for him. He's tackled there by Coulthard. The ball's knocked forward. It's picked up. Well done there by Holt Fitz. Gives the ball up over the top to Thompson. Over to Bolch. Now we've got Liam Fitz again. Holt Fitz. And it's cut off there by DeWitt. Goes out wide to Tipamudi. He has a bounce. He has 2 bounces. Adam looking great in his white boots. Flicks it over the top. Finds a running player there in Thompson. Thompson delivers it in. It hits the deck. It's in there fighting for it. Moroney again, he's a stalwart. Dishes it up to Kickett. Bonnell doesn't do a lot of chase on that occasion. Goes over the top to Bolch. Tipamudi standing the mark. Bolch goes short again. That's well done. And
called a 50.
It's a 50.
I think the player on the mark had moved before the umpire had called play on that one, Haley.
Yeah. So they got the stand rule here?
Yep.
All right. I would have spent most of my career in that position.
It's the first time a lot of these it's the first time it's been used in the NTFL, so it's still very fresh for all these players.
Stokes gets the ball over the top. Hits the ground there. Well done, Collinson. He tried to pull it back in. He's knocked it forward. Cruz picked up there by the Tiwi player. Well done, and turns the footy over to Kickett. Kickett looks to go long. He's a beautiful kick of the ball, Jade on. It's a nice kick in front. He's trapped it. Well done, Atkinson, and goes around again onto his right foot, and a snap for goal, and he's missed.
There's a Pendlebury up forward.
Sorry, Pendlebury.
Yeah.
Was it? My bad. Ryan Pendlebury.
We're not used to seeing him up forward, so it's
having a bit of a...
That's an easy mistake to make.
Having a bit of a rest there. DeWitt goes short to Cruz. The longer locks. Nice work over to Cantilla. Cantilla just holding it up here. Chips it short again. That one's to... I'm not quite sure who that player was. Couldn't quite see him. Bowles feeds the ball back well to Cassidy. Cassidy's caught in a good tackle. Then he butters up again. He could have probably got a free kick, but the umpire says play on. Picked up by Kane Riley. Dishes the ball well out the back to Bowles. Buffalo's player chips it inboard there. That was Verotis. Johnny gets the ball over to Coulthard. Coulthard spots up Jared Stokes. Stokes in the centre of the ground looking for options. He's run himself into a bit of trouble, but he gets to trusty well done there. He put it out in front of Liam Holtz-Fitz, and boundary throwing, just missed that target. Got himself a little bit close to the guy on the mark.
Yeah, and he definitely knew where he wanted to put it for Holtz-Fitz, and put it out in front of him. He's going to beat most blokes to the fall of the ball, but just put a bit too much on it, and it's gone out of bounds.
All right, boundary throw in here, deep in the Buffaloes' forward line. It's a short throw in. It's going to bounce. Nobody really goes after it. It's hacked out of the air there. Buffaloes player picks it up. There's a shot on goal. It was smothered. Goes back. Kicked down the line by Tiwi. Christopher Atkins in the best spot there. And I think he's going to be paid the mark.
Yeah,
well
nice
done,
effort,
Atkinson.
nice effort, yep.
Chips inboard to Pendlebury. Players very mindful of manning the mark properly. Bolch cops one, and then he's scragged down after. Yeah, a little bit silly there by DeWitt, I think. Rafi'd actually executed a pretty good spoil and went on with it a little bit.
Yeah, that's not what I like to see. He'd done the job that was required, and then he carried on with it, and he's cost himself and his team a shot on goal here, so it might be Buffalo's chance to finally kick their first one.
Right, in comes Bolch. Kicking to the airport end of TIO Stadium. Well, he's hoiked it a little bit to the left, and unfortunately it's gone down through for a point.
Yeah, it's
so,
a very interesting approach. I think he took about 3 steps. He didn't even get momentum there, and I don't know whether it's a bit too relaxed or if that's his normal routine for goal, but very interesting.
Yes, what is it? Skagler. We'll just call him Scagalini. Scagalini's been busy, the 29. Goes in for Darley. Darley, nice little kick down the line there to Edward Purintatameri Dunn. Shopping around. Little short chip kick again. He's found Adam Tippenwoody. Tippenwoody wheels onto his left, and it's a turnover. Straight down into the straight to the Buffaloes player that time. Can't pick up who he is.
That's Cassidy.
Yeah, Cassidy, I think it was too. I think you're right, and that's a very good mark there from the Darwin player in Thomas Bolch. Again, being very busy. Bolch inboard. Oh, there's a fumble. Clever bit of play there by the Tiwi player. He's picked that up, kicked it in. Cruz over the back. There's Kim Cantilla, I think it was, lurking up there, the South Adelaide player. They've done well here, the Buffs, to get it out of their area. Well done. Good work there from the Darwin player. Gets it on. Coulter, I think that is in the going into the middle of the ground to Bowles. Bowles goes short. And here they go, the Buffs again going over the stripe. They still haven't kicked a goal yet, Darwin. And we're 18 minutes into this first quarter. And that ball goes out over the line. Have we got a number 7 for Darwin?
No, we don't. Is there one out there?
I'm not sure if there is. What number's that? Anyway, we've got the boundary throw in. We'll work that one out in the break. Nearly 20 minutes gone in this first quarter. 7 plays 4, the Tiwi in front. It's a shorter throw in again from the umpire. DeWitt throws it on his boot. Darley gets another one. He's been very prominent early, Darley. Bit of a lazy kick there. Gets into the dirt in front of Edward Purintatameri Dunn, and there's a good tackle. Play on the call. Pendlebury picks it up, jams the ball onto the boot, and it was Tanner who kicks the ball into the forward 50. Tidied up there by Tiwi. It comes out in front of Mully Cruz. David Cruz. Cruz is out. He goes up, kicks it towards Timms, and he's worked out of it too easily there by Bradley Stokes. Stokes goes inboard. Goes to Jared Stokes. He'll have a flying shot at goal. And is this their first goal? No, it isn't, Raph.
No, it's they don't seem to have much of a structure when they've gone in deep. There's not I don't know whether it's a genuine full forward target. They all seem to be that medium type, whether Hassan Watkins is Matt Watkins is up too high. I'm not sure, because he's genuinely their full forward. So, and 50 metres.
Yep. 50-metre free kick there against Coulter, I think it is.
Yeah, he moved on the mark before the umpire called play on. So once again, players still getting used to this standing on the mark rule.
Yeah, you can't laterally move at all. So the Tiwi player, Darley again, He's got a lot of the football early in this game. He chips it out. It's might be a little bit affected by the heat. He might be getting a bit tired. He's not getting back and penetrating with his kicks as well as he was at the start of the game. And that's a good tackle there from the Darwin player, and they're going to pay the free kick there to Kevin Moroney.
Mr. Reliable Kevin Moroney back there.
Made a lot of footy in defence. Moroney goes short, just a little chip over the top. It's well done. He finds Tommy Clark. I don't know whether steadying it down to go at the moment, Tommy, but anyway, he's gone out wider there. Picked up by Cale Cossack. Cossack chips it short. Kick it. Jaden Kickett on the half-back flank there. Another chiselling kick there from Kickett to Jared Stokes. Slow, methodical build-up here. It's over to Bolch. Bolch has got it. Another short kick. Well done there. And that's picked up there by John Verotis. Johnny Verotis goes long. This is the money ball over the back. It was a good build-up there, Raf.
Yeah, definitely. They were a bit more patient and they just used the usable, and Tiwi seemed to be sagging off and they'll be able to get it the whole way down. But like I said before, their main forward at the moment coming out of the square is Holtz Fitz, and yeah, I'd rather have your Hassan Matt Watkins standing there because that size and the contest he provides, and then young Holtzy Fitz crumbing those balls off him.
Stokes dishes it out towards Clark. Clark turns around onto the left and a short kick. It's well done there.
And there's a man I just mentioned, Matt Watkins.
Matt Watkins, good call there, Raf.
Yeah, and that's like I'm saying, he gives you that, he straightens you up and definitely gives you that option that if you're under the pump, you can pump it along to the goal square knowing you've got a big body down there. And to Brendan Cantilla's credit, he's bringing all over Holtz Fitz in that first quarter, so yeah, well done to him as well.
And Holt Fitz usually plays that small crumbing role, not a hit up forward role.
That's it, exactly.
That's where they should be playing him. But let's see if Buffs can get their first goal after the siren. Looks close, no cigar. So we go to quarter time here at TIO Stadium. Tiwi Bombers leading Buffalo. We've got 1 goal, 5-11, leading Tiwi Bombers 1-1-7.
Goes for home and it's nailed, an absolute rip sorter. From the pocket, and he's
to go. All right. Welcome back to TIO. If you're just joining us, it's a low-scoring affair here in the first quarter. Probably a game that's being played between the stripes. Both sides are failing to capitalise in their kick into the forward 50. Tiwi Bombers leading 7 to Buffalo's 6 at quarter time. Raf Clark, what was your take on that first quarter?
Mate, definitely a lot more impressed with the Tiwi boys this week. We all seen the result of last week, but the spine that they've seen to grab a few bigger players, we've mentioned his name quite a lot in that first quarter, was Sam Darley. He would have had at least 7 or 8 touches and looks very good because he's that link player they've sort of missing, and the body size of him as well. It's good to see. And then also DeWitt down back, he cut off a couple of marks, and he's a big key defender that they seem to be missing, Tiwi. So it also helps out McCarthy. I mentioned him earlier as well. He played very well on Calder in that second half last weekend. So, but yeah, it gives Tiwi the ability to intercept and turn over the footy, but their forward pressure alone as well. That's how they got a couple of shots on goal, and they should be at least 3 goals in front, I think, Tiwi. And credit to them, to bounce back from last week's big loss to come out firing, and it makes Darwin Buffaloes look like they're the ones who have to change their style, or depending on what they're trying to get out of this game. But they probably might have thought, taking them a bit lightly compared to last week's result. So
Brendan Toy, very animated, the coach of Tiwi Bombers. He is an educator of footballers. Very good coach. Yeah,
he's one of the best footy brains in the territory, and he definitely will have them ready to go. And it's good to see. It's good for the competition to see the Tiwi side competitive, and hopefully they can keep it up for the next 3 quarters. Haley.
Yeah, I just see him there talking to Changalang. Shane tipping there to Mary, who's had a fantastic career down in the Waffle as the runner. It's great to see those guys back, giving something back to the Tiwi football, and Shane's done it. He's coached them. He's been an assistant. He's there as a runner and a real leader of the Tiwi community. Yeah, and the funny thing with Shane, I think if you're a shorter player, he'd be the first bloke to put his hand up to throw a Guernsey on, and that's how much he loves the game and wants to be out there with his Tiwi brothers. Saglarini, it is Saglarini. So sorry to Mr. and Mrs. Saglarini, who are you watching around Australia. We go at it again. D'Souza, no one really wins it there. Voudris gets a chance. Johnny, he's whacked after he got rid of it by Saglarini. The ball goes in. Buffaloes have trapped it. Over to Holtz Fitz. He's tackled and offloaded. Collinson goes in hard for the football. That's what you want from your small crumbing forward. Collinson does well. He dishes the ball back out. A little bit of good play there from Coco Nicky. Very clever. Former Nightcliff Premiership player. Deep in the forward pocket. And the umpire is going to come in and ball that up. No one could get it out. Coco Nicky just reminding us about that class and silk he's got. Showed a bit of candy. Knocked down by D'Souza again. Picked up. Tiwi's kick it out. Coco Nicky in position. Oh, spectacular there from Adam Tippenwoody. Landed on top of his head. He's gone into a hamstring stretch. And the ball's kicked in there, and it's cut off beautifully by Michael Thompson. I hope Adam's all right there. He got up very high over the top. Handball's on. The Tiwi side's got a nice little run out there. It's Darley again. He's picking up plenty of the ball. Kicks it inboard. He's got the run of it there, and D'Souza, he belts the ball forward. He's still going. He's kicked it off the ground. It's very well done. It's tackled there, Stokes, and he's holding the ball. Great little bit of pressure there coming out of the Tiwi forward 50. And I think it was that man, Tipalura. Rafi, you've got a bit of a rap on Tipalura, and that's what you want to see from your young forwards. They chase and tackle. Stokes thought he had a little bit more time than he did. Not a lot of voice around, possibly. So he comes in on goal, Raf. And he's kicked it. Nice work. That's what you want, Haley. If you're not going to take a mark and it comes to ground, that forward pressure we spoke about in the first quarter, and they've started again, and then it's resulted in another goal. Like I said, they should have had 3 goals in that first quarter from their forward pressure, and straight away
their first goal of the second quarter comes from a chase down tackle, and great work by Stanley Tipperloa.
Stokes did everything right there. That's what you want to see from your fullback. He came out, he met the ball, he attacked it. He just needed some body around him, somebody to get a handball or lay a shepherd and just talk and to let him know he was hot, Raf.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to be critical if there's any voice being in the air-conditioned box, mate.
Yeah.
So whether anyone was screaming out him to kick it, but well done to Tipperloa again.
All right, we go back into the centre of the ground. We'll start the next stanza of the game. Atkinson up against D'Souza again. Umpire throws it up. No one really gets it. It sort of bounces behind him. Atkinson knocks the ball out to advantage to Johnny Voudous. Ball goes in. Coco Nicky chips that one out. It's well done there from Coco. Gets it out in front of Pendlebury. Pendlebury dishes it up well. The long kick goes in on the lead. Nice spoil there. Good spoil there from the Tiwi player in Harley McCarthy. Forces that ball out over the boundary line. We've gone 3 minutes in the second quarter. Tiwi Bombers have kicked the only 2 goals of the game. 2 goals, 1 playing 6 points. 6 behinds by the Darwin Buffs. The umpire throws the ball back in again. D'Souza goes in the ruck, he knocks the ball down. They're in hard after the football. Mully Cruz is in there throwing himself around, which is good. The kick comes forward. We'll see under that one. It's bounced out. Good tackle from the Buffaloes player. Holtz Fitz kicks it, chips it back over the top. Oh, probably should have marked that one. Collinson's grabbed it. Yep, the umpire's paid a free kick. I think that was there too, Raffy.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, Johnny doesn't. Johnny's.
Yeah, I thought he
there.
fumbled before there was any contact. So whether the contact was just because there was a bit of front on, maybe it's. Yeah, it's I think he was a bit lucky to get that one. I don't know, Haley. You seem to see it different, but
well, look, I see it differently because I like Kyle McBean. He's a good fella.
He's a good man, Kyle.
So Kyle McBean's going to line up.
Good to see him back playing senior footy.
Fantastic. He's had a lot of knee problems over the year. Former Waratahs junior, and played a lot with the Tars. A lot of Div 1 play, and now in the seniors for Buffaloes. And he's always been able to kick a goal, Kyle McBean. So well done, and well done to. Holt Fitz for the kick back into the corridor. It's always a chance, a bit of chaos ball back into there, Raff.
Yeah, that's it. And Holt Fitz, he's got that ability as well to, time and give him that little time and space, and he can pick someone out inside forward 50. And also, if it was no one there, he'd probably kicked out a check side goal, and most of the time it might go in. 80% chance of it going in. So.
Yeah, Nicholas Hooker was a little bit unlucky there, Raff, on the replay. I thought Kyle might have dropped the chest mark.
Yeah, that's it.
And got a push.
Yeah, he just got there a bit late and made a bit of body contact. It definitely wasn't the reason why Kyle dropped it. I think Kyle might have seen the shadows come a bit quicker. And
umpire Noonan gets us underway again. D'Souza in the ruck, beautiful tap down. Stokes, Darley does well there, gives it to Bennell. Bennell back, but they've fumbled it, and it's kicked forward there. Holtz Fitz gets it, he has a bounce. The Cheney medalist, he comes in, he shoots on goal. It's a scrubby old kick. Didn't sort of come off that well, but Bolcher's got it. It's been great little bit of play there by Kyle McBean. He kept that ball in, got it back to Tommy Bolch, and the TikTok man jails one for Darwin. Darwin, 2 quick goals. Have now hit the scoreboard twice in this second quarter, Raff. 6 minutes gone, 13 to 18. 2 goals, 6-18 to 2 goals, 1-13.
Yeah, and that's, I wouldn't say it's danger signs, but it sort of reminded me of the first quarter last week, Tiwi kicking that first goal and starting well and then just fading away really quickly. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Hopefully it's just a tied 5 couple of minutes and they pick themselves back up and get back in the game, Tiwi, and close it down.
All right, we're back in the centre of ground. Atkinson and D'Souza at it. D'Souza wins it this time. Goes off Jared Stokes. Handballs there to the advantage of Coulter. Coulter goes on the left foot, deep into the forward line. Picked up beautifully there by the Buffaloes player. Then it goes to Johnny Voudous. Voudous kicks the ball into Holtz Fitz. He traps it well. Gets onto his trusty right foot. This is money for old Jam for him. And he's missed it. Sorry, Raff.
Yeah, you can't, like I said before, you give this bloke any time and space and he's going to make you pay 9 times out of 10, and unfortunately just hooked that one. Lucky for the Tiwi boys.
All right, Tiwi's bringing it nice and long out of... Oh, great Mark Jaden. Kick it. I reckon I saw a bit of daylight under that foot.
Yeah,
Then there was
yeah.
the old fella, the old Buffaloes man there, just jumped over the top of him. Great mark, Jaden Kickett. Goes in long. Bulge puts it down. Collinson, where all good small forwards should be, at front and centre. Genuine front and centre there, Joey Collinson. Did well. And Pendlebury playing in front.
Sneaking forward again, Pendlebury, where he's getting a bit of rest from the on-ball roll up forward, or whether he's just pushing forward hard and catching the defenders, catching them out there. So
yeah, Collinson's done some good stuff in this second quarter. That one there, some good tackles, and it's been lively. That's what you want from your small forward. A bit of a check side there from Pendles. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an interesting
concept.
Shot on goal, yeah.
Been watching a little bit too much of the AFL.
Good to see Jaden, that slow motion hanger, I'd say.
It was like, oh, it sort of made that noise. Jaden Kickett, the old stager.
But nice mark, yeah.
Still got a screamer in him.
Looks like there's a free kick to Darwin Buffaloes for some reason. Must be a bit of hold off the ball.
Yeah, something's gone on there. Maroney's got it.
Mr. Consistent and reliable.
And kicks it over to Thomas Clark, who handballs it to Kickett. He's having a little bit of a purple patch, Jaden. Kicks a point. All right. So the Buffaloes have gone to 2-9-21, leading the Bombers 2-1-13. We've gone 8.5 minutes. Second quarter. Tiwi Bombers under a little bit of stress here at the moment. The Buffs are coming at them. So they bring the ball back in. It's well done. Tip and Woody. Darley. Nice long kick from Darley. Yes, well done to Bennell. We might see plenty of Darley to Bennell during the season, I would say. Bennell goes short, and it's a turnover. Well done by Coulter. Adam Tippenwoody, fancy little kick forward. And it's Jaden Kickett's tackled strongly there. And Scaglanini.
Great tackle.
It's good work, Scaglanini. Goes over the back. A little bit of pressure there. Nice tackle. Maroney holds his form well and goes into touch.
I think the boundary umpire jumped the gun then. I think he done well to keep it in.
Yeah, I think he did too. Tipalura down there probably needed to move a little bit quicker, but he's strapped up fairly solid there, Raf.
Yeah, he's got plenty of tape on him there, mate.
You know, you've got to put them out there, Raf, if they've got $100 worth of tape on them. You want them playing.
That's it, and you want a bit of input.
Riley on the up there. Buffaloes kick the ball down. It's well done. This fellow's a little bit of energy this guy has certainly got in Bolch. He's a good player. Goes short to Bowles. Bowles wheels onto his right and opens it up. That's what they need to do, Darwin. They need to make, that Luke Roberts there, they need to make Tiwi accountable. Coulter's now got plenty of room. Tommy Clark's telling him, run your quota, son. Kick a goal for the Halfback Flankers Association. He steadies. He goes to his left to a snap. It's on line.
Play on. Oh, no. It's
It's been a point.
I think it's the players are confused just as much as we were then, Haley. It must have bounced over and bounced back in, but only the goal umpire had seen it.
Heenan ready to come on there. Stalwart of the Tiwi Bombers, Paddy Heenan. DeWitt brings the ball in. Beautiful kick there to Tip and Woody. Tip and Woody wheels and goes. Kicks short. A little chip kick over the top there, which is good. Scrubby kick, probably could have done better. Tipalura works his man out of it in Stokes, and the ball will sit up. It's off his knee, it's off his foot, and it's a goal, I'd say. Tipalura like that one, Rafi.
Yeah, and there's a bit of a couple of seconds of holding your breath there. Like, I wasn't sure if it was going to bounce for him or if he's going to fumble it over the line, but I think he realised that as well and just went to soccer and finished it nicely. Great work though. Done the work early. Push Kickett under the ball, and
it's Kickett that he worked out of it.
I think Kickett still a bit dizzy from that hanger he took, maybe.
Yeah, could have a little bit of aerial sickness.
But great kicking by Witt. Backed his skills, hit a target 50 out, and Tip and Woody was able to roll and get it moving forward. And if Tiwi go quick, no one can go with them and hit their targets.
All right, Tiwi's changed up their ruckman there. I didn't quite pick it. Johnny Verdus gets it back to Jaden Kickett. It's half smothered, picked up by Clark. Always seems to have time. Clark to Riley. It's half smothered. It goes to Darley. Darley's got to be quick, and he's a good use of the ball. He puts it out in front of Tipalura this time. Moroney does well at ground level. Ball comes out to Stokes. Stokes over to Moroney again. They've been a good combination for a long time, those two guys. It's steady there. Well, a little bit fancy from Coulthard. He was out on his own. Got to be careful there. Now he can't find the handle on. He gives it back to Kickett. Kickett, we start again. It's not the best kick. It's trapped there by the Tiwi player coming through strongly. David, is that? Oh, I don't think that's David Cruz somehow. I think that might be Heenan, is it?
Yeah, Paddy Heenan.
Paddy Heenan. And Jared Stokes has been given a free kick.
Kicks it off to his brother.
Goes over to his brother, yep. Stokes goes down the line to Coulthard. Coulthard's getting plenty of it there and been an effective player. He's looking around for his options. Decides to go long down the line again. Pack of players form, and the only one who really wanted it there was young Harley, was it? I'm not quite sure. It might have been the other Harley.
Yeah, Harley Binnell.
No, it's another one. Moroney. I was waiting for you to come in there, Raph.
Confusing each other.
Just give me a little bit of a hand. There's a Harley McCarthy, but I think he's a white fella, so I'm not quite sure where we're at with that. Tipalura's got it though.
I was just watching the interesting bit of play between Harley Binnell and number 4 for Buffaloes, Coulthard. Harley Binnell, whether they've had a bit of a run in, he was giving him a bit of a lip, and when he turned that footy over, he gave him a bit more, and Coulthard ran straight off and left Harley Binnell free after he knew he turned it over, and Harley Binnell was the one who ended up getting the ball.
Tipalura, that's a beautiful, it just ducks away. It looked on line for a bit there. He's causing a few problems up there, Tipalura.
He's looking good.
Stokes brings the ball back in. Goes out to, is that Pendlebury's got it? Out there. Kicks it forward. Oh, yeah, well done there by Cale Cossack. Held his nerve. Kept his eye on the ball. All right. Chop it inside. Burris.
Big wit. Turns it over. Good turnover.
Yeah, good turnover there.
Here's our man again, Tipalura.
Tipalura out on his own. It's good. He goes back. He goes for a right foot snap on goal. Oh, it's close. But no chocolates there for him. And it'll be brought back in again by Stokes. Tiwi pressing here at the moment, Raph. 14, nearly 15 minutes gone, the second quarter. Stokes brings the ball back into play. It's a nice kick too. Over to Hayden Brown. It's been okay, Brown. He goes short. Into Stokes again. Kicks it wide. Roberts keeps that one in. Well done. Roberts just sort of shopping around, having a look. He wants to go to the corridor, wants to switch. He's going to go short and maintain possession. Back to Kickett. Kickett hoiks it out the other side of the ground. Going via the Cape. Moroney's now got it, Raph. He's out there.
Yeah, he's gone along back a long way. It's sort of finally opened up that overlap. So let's see if Darwin Bombers can take it into win.
Coco Nicky's got it. He kicks it down the wing nicely. Collinson's done the work to get out in front of his man. Chips it inside. Stokes has got the run of the ball. It's well done by Cruz. Cruz knocks it forward. Picked up there by Coco Nicky. Nicky gets the ball back to Roberts. It's to Nicky. Little bit of a fumble from Pendlebury. Chopped off there by Cruz. Saccolini. Well done. Kicks the ball. Bonnell's got it. Bonnell goes in. Beautiful find. They come off the side of his boot quite deliberately to Darley. Darley chips it over the top there. That's well marked there by Kim Cantilla, and he chips it over again, and that is a goal to Cliffy. I'd say that looks like Clifford Timms has got the goal. Very well played there by the Tiwi Bombers. You can see what Darwin's trying to do though, and I think it's effective, Raph, when they maintain possession and they run hard for each other. Just that kick inboard from Joey Collinson had to hit its target, and as we know with the Tiwi Bombers, if you make a mistake off half back and you're all off their half forward line, and you're all bloody pushing forward off your half forward line, they will rebound and make you pay.
They're one of the quickest teams to go on that rebound, and to Tiwi's credit too, they read it well, especially Cruz off half back, caused the turnover. It looked like the Darwin Buffaloes didn't have that genuine forward, like I mentioned before, to give them that option at centre forward. That's why the kick came back inboard, and Cruz tackled, turned it over, and the Tiwi Bombers all over the Buffaloes, and it resulted in goal.
Darley again in the middle. He's causing them some problems. Stokes, the Jared variety. goes on the left foot, kicks it down, well marked by Thomas Clark, roved by Holtz Fitz, but the umpire's called it back. Tommy Clark's got it. It's 17 and a half minutes gone here at TIO. It's a 5-point ball game favouring the Tiwi Bombers. I think we've got a good one on our hands. Clark goes deep into the forward pocket. Bit of jostling there, and Kyle McBean.
Yeah, when we mentioned, Haley, when I mentioned that key position player, we've got also, we've got Watkins Armat, and that's probably why Pendlebury's has to go down there. It gives them that another option. So
yep.
I think Bolts is pushing up a lot higher to get a receiving lead, so maybe they're missing that genuine centre forward, I think. Yeah,
couldn't agree more. Ball comes back into play. Looks like D'Souza gets his hand on it. Balch gets the ball out as well. Well done by Purantatameri Dunn there, but it only goes as far as Hayden Brown. Hayden Brown chops that ball inside. Roberts has got it now in the true centre of the ground here. TIO Stadium, Darwin. It's a loose kick over the top. Bolch does very well there. Got the ball onto Cassidy. Cassidy gets a bit of a shepherd and a helping hand from outside 50. And it's out on the full. Buffalo's just breaking. Both sides are really breaking down coming into, there's been some really good play through the midfield, Raf, on both sides breaking down a little bit, kicking across the stripe.
Yeah, that last kick inside 50.
All right, it'll be the Tiwi Bombers to bring it back in Madden. It's been quite effective down there, has William Madden, and he's going to go long. Let's get it out of here. He's thinking. They all fly on the far side. Stokes stays down, keeps his feet. Well, looks like the Harley McCarthy's got a free kick. I don't know about that. I think Stokes went for the football there, but anyway, the umpire, Noonan. Who am I to argue with Noons? And he's paid the free kick there to McCarthy. A little bit harsh done by, I think on that occasion, Bradley Stokes. Ball goes down. Moroney in front of Tipalura there. Tim's waiting to come back on.
Good result for Tiwi. They win the ball on half back, and they get it to just past the wing and get another stoppage. It allows them to set up and hopefully get another forward entry.
They've been pretty good at the stoppages, the Tiwi Bombers today. It's a good one out to Clark. Clark dishes the ball out again. Stokes keeps it going forward. A little bit of a fumble there from Purantatameri Dunn. Goes off the ground. Stokes, they play the advantage, but probably no real advantage there for Buffalo, so the ball's going to come back. Just waiting to see. Geez, you got to be careful doing that.
Yeah.
Should have probably gone straight back to Collinson, but anyway, Joey Collinson on his left goes long. Into the hot spot. They all fly. It's gathered there by the Buffaloes player. Hacked off the ground to Bolch. He feeds it up to Holtz Fitz. And Fitzy on his left has kicked a point. Jaden Kickett receiving some attention there. Probably still got that altitude sickness from that screamer he took early in this quarter. 4 goals, 3-27. The Buffaloes 2-11-23. We've gone over 20 minutes now, heading towards 21 minutes as the Tiwi Bombers bring this one back in. Kick it nice and long. Cruz fly across. It falls to Bennell. Bennell, beautiful handball from Bennell. Excellent handball over to Tipalura. Tipalura goes long. And this man again to Tipalura. I think they're cousins. And that is another mark. He is causing them some problems down there, Raf.
Yeah, definitely, mate. And you give him that bit of space too. And the delivery inside 50 when he's got the time and space has been spot on.
Harley Bennell having an influence on the game as well. Often the ex-AFL guys come up here and they take a little time to warm up to it. It's not easy football to get used to. It's a little bit random, but certainly Harley Bennell's doing well, and he's in there celebrating. That's what you want to see, your high-profile guys coming up here and having a crack like that. So well done, Harley Bennell, and fantastic effort there by Stanley Tipalura.
Definitely, Haley, and like I mentioned, mate, he's one of the classier goal kickers and finishers, and especially the time he spent at Wanderers, that high half forward role, but he's playing the key forward role, and he had a similar shot only about 10 minutes in the same quarter, and he learnt that he had to put a bit more to the left with that breeze. It's a strong breeze going toward that end, and yeah, that what any good player does, learn from your mistakes and goes back and puts that one straight through the middle. So well done, Tipper.
Well, we're back in the centre of the ground. D'Souza wins this time. He goes to Tipper Moody. Tipper Moody on the left. Goes nice and deep, using that breeze, as you said. It's trapped down there. He's doing it at ground level now, Tipalura. Handballs it beautifully to Kim Cantilla. He's tackled high. Springs out. And it's a beautiful little bit of play there from, is it Wiley? Braden Wiley. So Stan Tipalura doing it at ground level. Locks it in. They get it forward and Wiley. So the Tiwi Bombers have pinched a little break here in time on, Raf.
Yeah, and then the Bombers not the Bombers, the Buffalo boys are asking the question, because it definitely should have been holding the ball from Cantilla. I believe he picked it up and had time and to get rid of it. He took the player on, got tackled, and it spilt out. I didn't believe he was a clean possession. So the Buffalo boys do have a case to argue with, but the umpire disagreed, and great finish by Wiley.
All right, so the Tiwi Bombers having a little surge here late in the second quarter. 23.5 minutes gone. 39 plays 23. 16-point break. Umpire Noonan comes in, throws the ball up again. Got D'Souza and Atkins go at it. Scaladini, beautiful bit of play. He hacks the ball forward. Got the run of it here, Coulthard. He's got to be good, he is. Handballs it back to Cossack on his left. Chops it down the sideline. Beautiful bit of play there from... kicks the ball in from Stokes. McBean flies for it, keeps it in front. Coulthard off the ground. Bolch has taken the mark. The umpire has paid it. Boundary umpire didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, Haley. I think the boundary umpire did go to put a whistle to the mouth, and when realised there was a mark, I think she changed her mind. But it definitely looked out of bounds from here, but they're paying the mark, so he must have reached in. I'm not sure on that one. It definitely looked out of bounds for me, so.
All right, so we've got Bolch lining up for a shot on goal. He runs out a little bit onto his right foot. It's right to the hot spot. They all fly there. D'Souza, it comes down to Vudas. Johnny snaps one back.
Nice finish.
I think it is a goal. Well done. Johnny Vudas.
It's, you never want to, yeah, it's a hard one, that one, Haley. It's, you know, the Tiwi boys are really in this game, and I think two of them almost spoilt each other and went up for the footy when one of them definitely had it covered, and allowed the Buffalo's boys to have an extra number on the ground. And yeah, it's not what you like to see when your two players are competing for the same ball, but it's to Tiwi's credit, they're really in this game, and that's showing, and you know, they've definitely thrown themselves at the contest. So unfortunate results and a goal for the Buffaloes.
All right, Atkinson up against D'Souza, starts us off again. Little 26 minutes gone. Atkinson does it himself, his own roving, belts the ball forward, and well done there. McBean's in front, takes the mark, walks back with his back to the play. I don't know about that, Raf.
Yeah, because I don't believe he's such a big kicker of the footy, and that's probably right on his distance. So
I reckon if God wanted us to do that, he would have put eyes in your backside.
That's it.
If you did that,
you'd be able to turn your head like an owl and almost do the 360.
Exactly. Like a mud crab. You'd be able to look over your shoulder. Here he goes, McBean. He's gone right to the goal line, and it's gone through for a point.
That's another very interesting run-up. He sort of jogged in and stopped midway through, whether he half fumbled the footy, then kept going on with it with a couple of extra steps.
Yeah, it wasn't certainly wasn't Matthew Lloyd-esque.
No, it wasn't a smooth run-up like your Tipalura up the other end here.
Darley snuck down from the midfield to bring the ball in himself. Well done. He goes to DeWitt. Is it?
Yep.
Yes, I think it is DeWitt out there. Goes down the line. Timms knocks the ball. He should have probably picked it up. Diving in on it there is the Buffaloes player. It springs out. This guy's been pretty good. Sagnanini kicks the ball over the top, but Moroney chops that one off.
That's an interesting one again, Harley. Like you mentioned in the first quarter, the Buffalo boys trying to slow the tempo down, and they're the team behind, so it's always interesting when teams decide to do that.
Yeah, exactly. I love it when someone does that and it's only the 3-minute mark of a quarter.
Yeah.
Holtz fits, chops it inboard.
Stokes.
It's a good mark there by Stokes, under a little bit of pressure. I think I've been calling him Cale Cossack. Sorry, Aaron Stokes. I saw Cale Cossack in the list, but I don't believe he's playing. So sorry about that, young Stokesy. I'll get on top of that one as the season goes on, as it goes over from Atkinson to Coco Nicky. Old Choco. Here he is. Kicks it over the top. Fists the ball away. Bolter's got the run of it. Steadies down. Smart play there by the number 8 for William Madden. Just knew that he was outnumbered, locked that ball in.
Great defensive work there again by Brendan Cantilla. He had a great first quarter and got a very important spoil on there because there's a couple of blokes ready to chop that up, that mark.
Tiwi Bombers lead 39-30. We're coming up, 28 minutes gone, second quarter. Picked up there by Johnny Vudas. Ball comes out, springs out the back there. Picked up by John Tipalura and cut off there by Stokes. Over to Roberts. Roberts chips it short again to Stokes. And that's half time here at TIO Stadium. The Tiwi Bombers leading the Darwin Buffaloes 6 goals 3-39 to 3 goals 12-30 at half time here at TIO. We'll be back for the second half shortly.
Magro, he's going to pick it up. One grab, one bounce. Then sings it back inside, middle corridor. It bounces over everyone's head, getting it, and then weaving through the traffic was Marcus Waddy. Control of it. Yep. Magro, who was in and out of the game early, and he's now come back in. Magro over the top.
Looks like he might be playing a bit higher up the ground.
Ned Stevens with a snap-on goal, which looks pretty good from that pocket. This time once, balks once, steps once, handballs back to Katanak. Thomas Cree. Cree inside. Hope can't get a hold of it.
Roll through.
And it's going to roll through for a goal. He's gone to Magro. Magro just plays on. Looking for Hope. Darcy Hope.
Some great body work there. Field, I guess. So he might be looking for the other option. Coming in at goal here.
Hope.
And he's pretty happy with it. Straight over the umpire.
Yeah. So Darcy Hope does very well. Initially picked up by Magro. Gives it back to Silva. Silva stumbles. Then gives a handball onto Cree. Cree's got pace to burn and does. Right foot shot at goal. Has he put it through? I think he has.
Once again, something from nothing there.
Ball let go. Silva now can pick up the loose ball. He tries the right foot inside out. It's going to bounce and bounce and bounce and be picked up by Magro, who gets his second for the day. And there, let go, play on. Roberts. Now it's loose. Magro again soccers it onto Silva, who fumbles once but doesn't fumble a second time. And Silva, if I'm not mistaken, that's his first goal of the day. Bowles, Katanak cuts it off. O'Sullivan onto Turnbull. Turnbull from 48 out on the right foot puts it through.
He's a quality player, Robbie Turnbull.
He's had a few touches. Joel Stevens has picked out Cree. He'll probably end up kicking from about 48, maybe a bit 45. Comes in a bit close to the man on the mark, but looks pretty good. He's getting a round of applause from his teammate on the line, and that's
it's a pretty good
through for
indication,
him.
Isn't it?
It is, and that's his third for the day. Oh, Brew got his fingernails on it. Thomas Clark doesn't. It just soccers it out of the air and bounces through, and I don't think anyone's touched this. Clark scores. Well, that's going to be a nominee for the goal of the year for sure.
That's great.
hands up. It's intercepted by Chiravella. Now with Ryan, co-captain. Kicks it deep into a one-on-one in the forward line with Neild, the target. Sockers it off the ground. He gets pints first. It's Christopher Neild at full forward. Play on. Moving it quickly.
Nice
Quick hands. And Pint, another shot on goal. Neild at full forward. Takes possession, snaps over the top. Has that gone through for a goal? It has.
Yes, it has. He's played on quickly there, though.
Gets it to Ryan. Ryan dances around one, kicks towards goal. Umpire moves, but it goes through the big stick. So Pint get their third. They've started this game on fire, and this could be a sign of things to come. First to it. Tries and paddles it to his own advantage. Little one-handed pickup. We love to see that, don't we? Now gets it to Harvey. He goes inboard. Finds his player. He goes on goal. Plays on immediately. And that is Palmerston's first of the night. 6 points through.
I think you could have done with that extra 10 metres.
So now it's Metcalf. He kicks towards goal.
That looks more promising.
In fact, that was Farah. So he gets one. Back their way. Whack gets the ball out. Betts taps it to his advantage. Throws it on the boot. Goes long. Pedersen at the drop of it. He jumps. Can't take the mark. Farah takes it. Wrapped up. Hands out. Now comes G. That's a great kick there from Shadforth. It's gone through. What a goal. He goes short to Betts. Umpire calls play on.
And
Betts snaps towards goal. And it's gone through. No.
Yeah,
Touched on the line, or umpires will confer.
I think he's behind the goal umpire when he touched that. Yeah, all the players are walking back towards the middle, I think.
Goal,
That's a goal
to hit the lead. And I also think if Pint get the next one or don't let them get in front, it'll be hard.
That could be the first of it.
There we go. So Farah, he gets a second. He does.
Yep, if Eddie asked for it, you think you'd give it to him?
Eddie runs around one, kicks towards goal. Has it gone through?
It has.
And the Magpies hit the front. Now finds Kyle into Irving. Bounces around him. Throws it on the right. Goes to the hot spot. There's a player lurking at the back. Can he take it? No, it's spoiled. Matt Ryan, the captain, will be first to it. On his left, his favoured side. He snaps towards goal. It's gone through. So Pint back in front. And listen to the crowd.
gets it in the tackle. O'Connell's kicked it forward. Oh, there's 3 of them there. Foster has marked it, handballed it off to Stephen Motlop. And Stevie Motlop's kicked his first goal of the day. It's compounded the error. The skipper comes in and he's 150th. It's on its way. It's looking okay.
Beautiful.
Get around him, boys. Look at him. They'll come from everywhere for the skipper. His right foot there. Chips the ball in. Brandon Rusker fumbles it. Bo O'Connor straight onto it and kicks the ball in the direction of Big Ed.
There we go.
Simpson, and there's the Wanderers' reply. In pursuit, ball comes back out. Wanderers have got it. Kicked it back into the forward line. There's a good spoil on the play there. Stevie Motlop picks it up on the left foot. He's done this plenty of times. And makes no mistake and kicks another goal. Well done, Stephen Motlop. And goes inboard and he's turned it over to Bo Schwartz. Good work from Schwartz. He was on this side of the ground. He pushed hard to get to the corridor. Cut that out. He goes long and it's a great mark there. Dallas Willsmore again, who's troubling them a little bit with his height.
We'll see him get good contact.
Yeah, good goal.
Set off the boot.
Yeah. Well done, Bo Schwartz. That's just an effort goal from one of their leaders. Schwartz over to Henry Armour. Those old hammies couldn't quite get enough purchase there for Henry. Stevie Motlop decides to take him on through the centre of the ground, doing it all himself. Check side kick. And it's a Stevie Motlop show at the moment. He's kicked another one and he's heading to the boundary. Cabillo puts it into space. It's very well done. Marcus Tottenham plays on, but he could have gone back. Priest. Oh, clever from the big man. He's pretty happy with it too. Great effort there from Priest. Ball beautifully over the top there. We've got a chance here, Districts. Short passes on with Smith. He's gone a little bit to the other side. Smith's kept his feet. There's been a bit of pressure and he'll get another easy one there. Smith, he's chipped it through. And that's a goal for District, so they're back in front. In Ed Simpson, and kicks it into, looks like Stevie Motlop. Goes around, bang! Stephen Motlop's got another one. There's been a one-man wrecking ball up there today, Stevie Motlop. But all today, Matt Dennis. Nice long kick into the direction. Rusker's got it, handballs it back out at the back to Roy George. And what's he done? Has he kicked it?
Certainly
the
has.
crowd likes it. Roy George, free kick. Smith goes long down the line. Sets himself. Oh, beautiful mark there from Dallas Willsmore. All right, we're back here for the second half. Thanks for joining us. If you're tuning in around Australia or the Territory, or you're just too lazy to come down to the footy and you're in the northern suburbs.
It's it, AFL NT round 3 action coming to you from TIO Stadium, Hayley, and it's Indigenous round this weekend.
It's surprising leaders at half-time. The Tiwi Bombers 6 goals 3-39 to Darwin Buffaloes 3-12. Inaccurate, the Buffaloes 30.
And we could possibly see the first win for the Tiwi Bombers in over maybe almost a year and a half, Hayley. So it'd be awesome to see. Get all the Tiwi supporters back on board and have Tiwi being competitive again is great for the competition.
Well, they've been competitive, certainly, and we've got the second half about to get underway. D'Souza and Atkinson have been at it all day. Here they go for the second half. Atkinson thumps that one forward. Darley, who's been a good player, gets it up. It's kicked forward there, knocked away by Stokes, gathered there by Tippin Woody. Shrugs the tackle of Stokes, goes to the left foot, kicks forward into the forward 50. Leading to that ball there was Kim Cantilla. Jaden Kickett gathers it, excuse me, and he's taken over the boundary line there. No free kick, and there'll be another throw in here on the half forward area for the Darwin Buffaloes. Oh, sorry, for the Tiwi Bombers, I should say. Bolcher's free kick's been awarded there. Goes out to Kickett. Kickett goes along the wing, and that's a good mark taken by Harley Bennell. Bennell chips inside to Darley, who got plenty of it in the first half, and that is a beautiful kick into John Tipalura.
It was a great mark there by Bennell, and it was quite funny. It looked like he knew it was too, and the way he went back and took that kick, he was, I think, expecting the praise. But well done, turn it over, and Tiwi now have a resulting shot on goal. Be a great start if they kick the first goal within a minute.
John Tipalura coming in, just spinning the ball in his fingers, lining this one up. It's there he goes, Tipalura, right on 50, kicks it. It'll fall short, they all fly. Adam Tippenwoody, a tight angle, and it goes through for a point. Very clever player at Tippenwoody. And be brought back in by Stokes. Short kick to the skipper. Jared Stokes chips it over again there. Coulthard. He decides he doesn't like what he sees down that way, so he goes back. Stokes again. Nice little chopping pass there. Good one to Kane Riley. John
just caught that inside the line
as well there. Yeah. Johnny, former Waratahs player, went to Darwin because of points restrictions. Chips the ball over to Holtz-Fitz. Liam's got it, goes to his left, kicks it in, a good deliberate pass there. Does very well to Coco Nicky. Hook one, Nicky. Oh, chips one over, nice kick. This is a good build up here. Vulture's got it, just outside 50, goes long. Beautiful kick to advantage there. And that's leg. Pendlebury. Maybe they've been listening to your Raf Clark about getting a bigger target up there.
There we
for
go.
Them to go to.
Someone's tuning in from the Darwin Buffaloes. They might have messaged in to Stokesy, and yeah, Pendlebury coming out of the goal square. But that's a great hit by Bolch. He hit it from about 55 out across the face of goal, and hits Pendlebury, kicks it to advantage. He does the rest with his big body.
Here we go, Pendlebury on the left. Comes in, very deliberate kick, and he likes it. That's a good start for the third quarter for Darwin Buffaloes. A good build-up.
We talk about third quarter being a premiership quarter, and it's definitely got the breeze heading down that direction. So for the Buffaloes to, I think, to get home, they're going to have to kick another couple of goals, hit the lead, and maybe put a 2 or 3 goal lead on the Tiwi Bombers. Because the way the Tiwi boys have been playing, if they keep it up for the 4 quarters, I think, yeah, Darwin Buffaloes want to go to 3/4 time with about a 2-goal or 3-goal lead to get them home. Haley, that's my opinion. Whether you see it a bit different, but
I'm not a man to argue with you, Raf. I think you're right on the money there. Buffaloes need a big third quarter here to get a little bit of a break. Atkinson D'Souza go at it again. Good bounce from the umpire. Goes down. Atkinson does it. Jared Stokes overruns it. It comes out to that man again. Scaglianini. I've got to say it like I'm Sicilian, and it flows that way. Chips it over the top there, and we got Bolch. Bolch kicks it, over kicks it in the end. And it's Harley Bennell. Well done, holding it in one hand, Bennell. Beautiful bit of play there from him. Goes inboard, it goes back. Darley's got it. Darley handballs out in front. Tipalura picks it up, shows a little bit of candy to no one really. Ran back into trouble. Bolch has got it. Out to Jared Stokes. He gives it back to Bolch on his left. Goes towards half forward. A beautiful delivery of the football there. Well marked by McBean. McBean shops around and chops it in beautifully there. Good work, and it's Pendlebury again on the lead.
Yeah, and it's interesting we mentioned that, Haley, with a tall target, and they started Holtz-Fitz on the wing this quarter, so yeah,
good bit of play there really. Give Holtz-Fitz, get him up the ground. Get a bigger body.
Yeah, you got that. Matt Watkins and both Pendlebury giving you two genuine talls and bigs, I'd say, up forward, and Pendlebury's going for his second goal.
Great bit of coaching by Cam Stokes through Ralph Clark's comments, no doubt. If St Kilda are looking for a coach at the moment, big shout out to Ralph Clark, to Chance. Pendlebury goes at the left, misses to the left.
They might hire me through a text message.
They'll send you a text message if they're interested. They'll say, Ralph, training starts on the 1st of November. Can you be here? Good work. Looks like it's Bugs Heenan by the look of it. Paddy Heenan, the veteran 200-game player in the AFLNT, brings the ball back in. Kicks it long towards D'Souza. He's out-muscled there by Johnny Vuris. Johnny, love him. Muscular player, very fit. Chops it inside to Coco Nicky. Nightcliff Premiership player, came across the Buffaloes. Chaps it beautifully over to the skipper. You'll get a game next week, Coco, if you keep kicking it to the skipper.
That's it.
If he calls for it, kick it to him.
It's a bit lazy there by the Tiwi Bombers, Haley, with the way that they've been playing with their forward pressure and their pressure around the ground in general, but to leave the captain and probably the best player for the Darwin Buffalo standing 40 out inside 50 by himself for a good not a couple of minutes, I've exaggerated, but 30 seconds. Yeah, very poor defending by the Tiwi Bombers.
Well, Stokes gets under it. It's one for the big boys. Kicked off out of midair by Joey Collinson. It goes over for another point to Darwin. So Darwin add to their score, 4-14, 38, 6-4 to 40. Tiwi by 2 points. 7 minutes gone. Third quarter. Bennell brings the ball in short to Heenan. Paddy Heenan. The umpire's seen something there. Not quite sure why it went back. It's umpire Noonan in charge. Bennell again. All right, go straight. Have that kick. Gives it out to DeWitt from Madden. DeWitt in the back pocket. Pendlebury on the mark. Not allowed to move anymore. He's now, the umpire calls him to play on. And he does. DeWitt goes long. They all fly for it. Jaden kick, a little bit of a fumble there. And it's beautifully done by Adam Tippermoody.
Very nice play by Tippermoody. Unfortunately, yeah, he get caught out of bounds. I'm liking those flash boots, mate. They're definitely making him stand out a lot more.
Brand spankers. It's great seeing the new boots and all the different colours at the start of the year. Taken out of the ruck there by...
It's an interesting call, Haley. He's called holding the man, but he grabbed the ball. So
yeah, Sterling Mitchell. He's got this one. Chips it over to Stokes. Tiwi player right on the mark. Be careful leaning too much. Stokes fumbles it. Timms is there. Timms trying to pull him out of it, but Stokes does well. Jared Stokes keeps it in front. Beautiful bit of play there by the skipper. Kicked over the top there by Roberts, I think it was. Marked by Bolch.
And then scored it inside. Yep, it's a mark. Yep.
All right, so Thomas Bolch.
Here's Bolch again, the man with all the followers, according to Haley.
He's got a ripping mullet. It's got it all happening here. Steps out onto his left, rips it back around his body, and too far. Hits the point post on the full.
He definitely puts the work in, Bolch. Haley.
Yeah, Brendan Cantilla has a little joke with him.
Yeah, I like the work ethic of the young Bolch. He gets up the ground as a high half forward. He gets across half back and helps out. Gets a lot of hands on the footy all over the ground. So he's definitely got a big engine.
Madden goes long out of the Tiwi back line. They all fly up there. Great effort from Stokes. Jaden Kickett traps it well. Gives it back out. Stokes again. Goes in deep. Well, up to Fortune. Yep. Bounces there. Cantilla's got the ball in front of him now, Brendan. Kicks it off the ground again, and then he's dealt with severely there by Sterling Mitchell. Umpire says it's unfair and gives away the free kick.
Well done, Brendan Cantilla. That man, we've mentioned him a few times with his efforts down back, Haley, and that's a win all by himself to get it from the defensive goal square all the way up to the half back line and win himself a free kick. Awesome work.
Well done, Mark Thompson. Kicks the ball long down the line. It's picked up there by Nicholas Hooker. Pumps it forward. Tipalura and Moroney. Moroney's wearing Tipalura now. They've made that change, probably to try to shut Tipalura down. Moroney will wear him like an old glove.
Yeah, and we talk about Moroney. He's Mr. Consistent. His efforts are always there, and he's not very rarely left out of the Buffalo's best side every week.
And there, Bowles, last man up again, hands the ball to umpire Noonan. Works out who's going up in the ruck. Atkinson is there again with Tipperary Mary. And they're all in there scrapping for it.
And he's let that one go a bit longer than expected, Haley. He's let him have a bit of a wrestle over the footy there.
And Bowlesy, Patrick Bowles hands it to him again. All right, here we go. Ball comes out. And we'll see that one over, and Holtz Fitz will see it over the boundary line.
Holt Fitz, like we mentioned, has been pushed up to the wing to give him a bit of space and get around the footy and get it up a bit higher and use his space and the pace and the skills he has and get it inside 50.
Boundary throw in again on centre wing. They fly for it. It comes down. Jared Stokes gets it, knocks it forward. Well done, Holtz Fitz. He's got a little bit of time. Threads the needle beautifully to Bowles. Bowles kicks long into the forward line. Goes over the back. McBean leads in the chase to it. Bonnell's there. Bonnell's, he fumbles over it. Disguised it well. Harley Bonnell did well there. Concedes the point. Point in it now. 12-minute mark. Darwin Buffaloes 4-12-39. Trail the Tiwi Bombers 6-4-40. Bonnell kicks it short. Darley has been a solid contributor in his in this particular game. Ball goes out. It's Jared Stokes, the skipper again. Scaglionini does well, gets it to DeWitt. Goes over the top. Scaglionini is working his way into this game nicely.
Stoppage at half forward flank for the Tiwi I'd take that as a win for them at the moment. Haley, they're
Buffaloes are coming hard.
Buffaloes, definitely controlling this first 5 to 10 minutes of this quarter, and to get it out of the defence all the way up to a half forward for a stoppage is a win for Tiwi.
All right, Atkinson and D'Souza go at it again. It goes out the back. Holtz Fitz does well. Turns on a thrippity bit. Goes out to Stokes. Stokes kicks over to Jared Stokes. Jared Stokes quickly goes forward. Beautiful bit of play here. Collinson out on his own left foot. Collinson in deep. Goes out the back. McBean's there. Picked up by the Tiwi player. Bonnell's got it now. Oh, dusty old handball. Under all sorts of pressure, the Bombers at the moment.
Yeah,
that was Cliffy Timms.
They've disguised a couple of rush behind there quite well. The Harley Bonnell one is a bit questionable, but the Buffalo players didn't ask the question.
No, they should have argued harder.
Yeah, definitely.
Bonnell brings the ball back in, bounces. Mully Cruz, I think it was Dave Cruz, gets it over to Puntata Mary Dunn. Over the top there, DeWitt. Oh, very good mark. Jaden Kickett.
He's taking a one-hand hanger now.
He's doing well today. Kickety. Jaden Kickett. Little one over the top to Holtz Fitz. Tells the umpire to get him on the mark. A little bit of a distraction for the man on the mark, and Holtz Fitz plays on and kicks a point.
I think I believe that's his third possibly fourth behind tonight.
Yeah.
Daly. He's he's
A little bit off radar.
Yeah, he's off radar tonight, definitely.
4:17:41, plays 6:4:40 with 14 minutes gone. Third quarter. Buffalo surging, kicking with a 2-goal breeze to the right of your screen. Out comes Harley Bennell. Oh, it's a bad kick. He's looking for Darley. Darley's done well to even trap it. Bennell follows up, which is good. Tries to help fix it up. DeWitt. Bennell under all sorts of pressure. Picked up there. Snap from Bolch, I think it was.
Matt Watkins.
No, Matt Watkins. Well done. Excellent play there by the Darwin forwards, just putting some pressure on, locking that ball in, Ralph Clark.
Yeah, definitely. That's the best forward pressure they've had for the day, I think. And the Tiwi Bombers, the defence, a bit under pressure there, under the pump. But I think with that breeze, the midfielders of the Tiwi Bombers and even your high half forwards, I think you've got to push down and give them an option at least to get a long kick out and maybe get that stoppage or that boundary throw in around the wing. Like I mentioned before, when they got it at half forward, it was a win for them. So those high half forwards with this breeze have to push up a bit earlier and get there and help their defenders. Give them a target at least.
Umpire Noonan will get us going for the next phase of this game. Atkins and D'Souza go at it. No one really wins that one. Vuklis does well. Kicks the ball out in front of him. Coco Nicky out on his own. I don't know how a guy gets 40 metres clear of his opponent.
Centre square bounce.
Yeah. Where are the half-back flankers? Fudis does well. He tried to trap it. Scaglianini goes over the top. Darley again's got it. Darley's probably been their best player today. Runs his quota. Kicks the ball in. And it's, those opportunities are lost with a poor kick across the stripe. So, anyway, it's in the forward 50 for Tiwi Bombers. Desperately needing to respond to this Darwin surge, Ralph Clark.
Yeah, definitely. And like we mentioned, if Buffaloes are going to go on and win this game, they had to be 3 or 4 goals up going in at three-quarter time. And so they're 7 points up now. And if the Tiwi get one back here, mate, it's going to be a very interesting last quarter.
Tiwi have got a good structure set up behind the ball. They've sent Wiley in to do the ruck work against Atkins. D'Souza sagged back around the centre of the ground. Ball comes out there. Moroney's got the run of it. And the tackle's been laid there on the Buffaloes player, and didn't quite pick up who that was. But he's got a 50. There's a 50-metre free kick. They can hurt you.
Yeah, it's a bit stiff there. I thought Tipalua was actually close enough to kick it, who was in the protected zone. But I'm pretty sure you're allowed to stand next to an opponent, not there by yourself. So,
yep.
Interesting 50 there.
I think it was Cassidy. Goes to Joey Collinson. Collinson on the left. Kicks it in deep. Lord, the ball, they allowed the ball to bounce there, the Bombers. Always risky. Here's an attack. Oh, good attack by Coulthard, but he took his eye off it a little bit. Follows up, possibly gave away a free kick, but the umpire says play on, and then a great tackle there by Brendan Cantilla. And quick to play on. Bowles runs him down, but he gets his kick away. But he's turned it over, and that man, Jaden Kickett, he's been steady today, Kickett. Done some very good stuff for the Bombers and for the Buffs, and he's chopped off another one, another intercept mark. Goes across to Stokes. Stokes goes long. Out on their own. DeWitt attacks it with a double-fisted Flanagan. Good work. And that goes over the sideline in front of Joey Collins, so they'll throw that in again.
Yeah, well done by Kickett, like you mentioned. Him and Moroney down back for Buffaloes, and also Bradley Stokes have really held their own and kept Buffaloes in this game.
All right, boundary throw in again on the wing. Who we got? Sterling Mitchell's put his hand up. D'Souza outrucks him, goes to Darley, traps it. Cross around the corner kick, good skills. Nice. Beautiful. Saglanini chips inboard to DeWitt. A couple of handy ins for the Bombers today, and those guys. Oh, he put it up there. Pendlebury was good. Scrubby old kick forward, but it doesn't matter. It's picked up well there by Kevin Moroney or Ahmat Watkins, was it?
Yep.
Kicks it over the top. Bouncing ball, and it'll run through for another behind for the Darwin Buffaloes. Darwin Buffaloes edging up to 20 behinds. They've got 5-18-40
That's that one
6-4 to
again,
40.
Haley, like I mentioned. Sorry to butt in there, mate, but the Tiwi half forwards, they had to go inside and look for someone coming from the half back line to find a target, and Pendlebury was able to read that. So
Yep.
the Tiwi half forwards have to get to work and help out their defenders coming out for a target.
Heenan coming into 20 minutes gone. Bugsy Heenan puts it over the top. Darley lays a very good tackle. Oh, there was no need for that. I think he's in a little bit of strife there, Darley. Hayden Brown was on the ground. The umpire wants the ball. Brown's been awarded the free kick. A few of the guys are going on with it. You're better off playing the football, boys. The game's there to be won. They kick the ball in long. Oh, nearly a mark there by Watkins. Matt Watkins. It was a good bit of play. Feeds the ball out to Witt. Gets it for the Bombers. He goes long outside the forward. They're back 50, but there's nobody there. Coulter's got it. He's got a heap of time. Can he hit a target? Goes short to Nicky. Coco Nicky right on 50. This will test him. There's a little bit of a breeze. Coco Nicky looking around. I don't know if he's confident to kick the goal or whether he's going to sit it up to the hot spot. Or he goes to the pocket, and not a great option there, I don't think, but Sterling Mitchell sees it out.
If he went a bit earlier, I think he had a couple of blokes standing by themselves, which he could have definitely hit, and then he's gone for the tight angle on the boundary and gone over for a throw. But once again, the Terry Bombers defenders win the ball, look up, and they've only got Buffalo players to kick it out. So
boundary throw in, belted forward by D'Souza. Great stuff. Cantilla again. He's been a very strong player back there. Kickett's got it. Good skills, but he's put it out the back. Beautiful handball from Kickett. And over to Johnny Vuris. Here's Johnny. It's been a great acquisition to the Buffaloes. He's called the play on the right foot, goes long. Probably bites a little bit too much off there. Wasn't quite, probably outside his range. Raf Clark needed to probably soft it up, soft lace it up to the hot spot.
Yeah, very interesting. And him and also Coco with that kick before prior, going for the pocket where you want a lot of team or your players to kick it to the top of the square where if it does hit the ground, you can crumb and kick a goal. And yeah, they've gone for the shallow or the deep pocket kick.
Tiwi is certainly looking at controlling this.
This is the next. This is where they're falling down, Harley. This next kick.
They got Bennell, DeWitt, McCarthy all down behind the ball. So quite deliberately, I think, Raf Clark, that they've got Harley Bennell. You wouldn't think they'd fly him up to play for him out of the back pocket.
That's it. That's it. You want to push him up and get him up here and get his hands on the footy and let him use his class and experience.
I think in that last quarter, he'll certainly be up around the football, I'd say. Managing his game well, Brenton Toy. The ball goes, Vukalis again. Coulter strongly tackled there by Cruz. No time to get rid of it. Umpire comes in and ball it up again. Umpire Noonan throws this one up. D'Souza with the big body. That's what happens when you have an unrecognised ruckman go up against a recognised ruckman. They generally give away a free kick.
That's it. They a bit of panic.
Ball goes out wide. Stokes tries to spoil it. Cantilla does better. Goes into Puntatameri Dunn. He goes over the top. Beautiful running Cantilla. Look at that go. He goes long for goal. Great kick. Tipalura's pushed out of it, but he gathers it, snaps it.
Hit the post.
I thought it was through. Yeah. No, I think he just missed it.
I think it
went right up there.
Yeah, it went high, went more straight up in the air than it did meterage, I think.
Yeah. All right, Pendlebury's got it now. Raff goes over the top. Stokes provides some run. They go with this building up again, trying to make the Tiwis accountable. Collinson, measured kick over the top. Well done. Tommy Clark's got it.
Away the 50.
50.
Costly, very costly.
Saglanini. Collinson gives him a little shove on the way through. 23 and a half minutes gone. 41 plays 48. The Buffs are 7 points in front. Well into time on of the third quarter. Chipped over the top. Collinson. Well done by Joe Collinson. He was back on the half-back flank. Started this movement. Kept pushing forward. No one went with him, Raff.
Yeah, it was very smart by him. He put a bit of shepherd on the bloke who gave away the initial 50, so he couldn't get there in time to stand the mark. And then he pushed on and got the chip over the top. So very smart play by Collinson. Hopefully he finished it with a goal for the bit of a reward for that. It's very, very well planned out thinking he had there.
Deliberate kick here from Collinson on the left foot, and it's missed to the left. So another behind for Darwin Buffaloes. 3/4 time, the siren's gone. 5 goals, 19-49. The Buffs leading the Tiwi Bombers 6-5-41. We'll come back with the last quarter shortly.
To the left of your radio they go.
Wow, what a goal to start the game.
Beautiful. Goes for home and has nailed an absolute grimstorter. From the pocket, and he's kicked it
All right, welcome back to TIO Stadium in Darwin. We've got the final quarter of this one, and it'll come down to the wire, I think. Tiwi Bombers, 6 goals, 5-41. Trail the Darwin Buffaloes, 5-19, 49. A little bit of a breeze to the right of screen, favouring the airport end of the TIO Stadium, and the Tiwi Bombers will be kicking with it.
Yeah, and with your coaching hat on, Haley, you've nailed it. Harley Bennell spending that third quarter in the back pocket to maybe give him a bit of extra energy to finish his last quarter, finish with the breeze, and they're starting him on the ball. So if Harley Bennell gets his 7 or 8 touches in this quarter and it's inside 50s when he's getting it, Tiwi look like a very good chance to get home with a win here.
All right, D'Souza and Atkinson will both sleep well tonight. Here they go again. Well, ball up favours Atkinson's side. D'Souza gets the tap. Atkinson goes in and fights for it. Bolch gets the ball out. Darley, who's been good, feeds the ball out. David Cruz, ball smothered there by Bolch. Goes back to Bugs Heenan. He throws it on his boot. It goes forward. Kane Riley's got the run of the ball. Traps it, feeds it back. Puts Stokes under pressure, but the veteran's cool. Oh, and then he kicks it, turns it straight over there. Tiwi Bombers player in Braden White.
There's a man we just mentioned, mate. Bennell.
Just mentioned Bennell. Here they come, the Bombers. Oh, it's not the best kick from Bennell. It's picked up by Riley. Kicks a reverse torpedo punt kick out of the back half. Kane Riley, not one of his good ones. Bolch is wrapped up there by Darley. Darley's been a good contributor, and so has Bolch.
Bit stiff there, the Bombers. I think Bolch didn't really try to get it out or make any attempt, and he's got away with a ball up.
Holtz Fitz goes off the ground, kicks it forward, picked up by Johnny. Johnny gives it out. Vullis kicks it over the top. Coulthard chips it over. Nice bit of play. Pendlebury looking for his left foot. Cramped himself a little bit, but it's good. Kick, it's gone forward. Coach is looking for a match winner up there. Jadon goes into the pocket. Beautiful skills. He's got a beautiful use of the football. Jaden Kickett, and that one's gone in nicely to Armat Watkins.
Great hands by Armat Watkins. Fully stretched out in front. Clean grab.
If I was playing forward, I'd lead to Jaden Kickett all day.
That's it.
Good use of it. And
I won't pump up his technique and his relaxation on
let's
the kick
not
this time, Haley.
Let's not even look at it.
Yeah.
We just won't even comment on this. All right, we'll just let the viewers have it without commentary. Not our fault.
And he's missed a lot. And
he's missed a lot.
Behind post.
The Buffaloes 2 minutes gone.
I know about the commentator's curse, but I didn't think it would carry on to that much, Haley. That was in the first quarter.
All right, the Tiwi Bombers bring the ball back in. It goes towards the big men. Holtz Fitz roves it well, goes out.
For a throw.
It's been pinged for a throw, so D'Souza's going to get the kick on the half-back flank. Goes down the line. Here we go, on the lead. It's Cliff Timms, spoiled by Riley. Gathered there beautifully. Riley follows up. Kim Cantilla. Riley gives away the free kick. Former Nightcliff Premiership centre half back, Kane Riley. Goes short. This is Purintata Mary Dunn. Throws it on the boot again. It goes long. Very well read there by Stokes. Bradley Stokes been a stalwart in that back line for Buffaloes for a long time. Goes to Cassidy, who's been serviceable today. If you like Cassidy's game, chips it back to Stokes. Buffaloes looking to make the Tiwi Bombers accountable here by using it. Bit of a dusty kick to Cassidy. He gathers it well. Kicks it out to Coulthard. They haven't gone very far in the short period of time. It's a tight game. Over the top. Well done, Bowles. Hard running player. ex-SANFL player. Chips it out wide. Buffaloes have got the overlap now. Johnny Vudas kicks it and turns it over. The Buffaloes, trying to deliberately hold on to that football, and they turn it over with a mistake. Darley goes back into the centre of the ground. D'Souza's got it. The big man, he's played on in my book. He's called to play on now. Chips the ball out wider. Bombers go long. Oh, well done by Stokes there. Worried the Bombers player. Saglanini out of it.
Nice touch.
Stokes again provides some run, and he turns it over. More turnovers than a bakery at the moment. And we've got Mully Cruz, chips it short. Nicholas Hooker looks to run his quota and jam it on his left foot. To the contest. Bradley Stokes does well there. Puntata Mary Dunn kicks off the ground. His teammate kicked it almost out of his hands in Tibalura. And that ball goes out over the boundary line, and there's a bit of a lull here. I came here today thinking, Raf, there would be a shootout. We've had just 90 points scored.
Yeah, and it's
5 minutes into the last quarter.
Once again, Tiwi still haven't got that movement around half forward, Haley. Their half-backs look for a target, and they've got a kick to a stationary contest just about, and there's no one really on the lead. So hopefully they find a bit of energy and get on the end of some nice leads and kick some goals.
Tipperman Mary's ambitions way in front of his abilities there, and that one sprays off the side of his boot and goes out on the full. So we'll do it all again. The structure of the Tiwis behind the footy has been pretty good today. They've made it difficult at times for Darwin to come out. Bradley Stokes goes short now to Bolch. Bolch chips it over the top. It's out there, and we can't really see who that player is. Sterling Mitchell, I think it is. Kicks it long down on his left foot. Going back with a flight tip, and Woody missed it. Johnny Vurdis has got it. Goes over the top. And Scraggly kick along the ground there, and he's got him for holding the ball. Oh, sorry, holding the man.
I thought it was
that was
big
Dusty.
Chance to be holding the ball then.
That was Dusty. Yeah. Not one of the good calls of the day. So Bolch kicks it inboard. We do it all again. Coulthard goes to Bowles. Bowles chips it to Moroney. Kevin Moroney, no one on the mark. Sums it up well. Ooh, goes in short. And Coulthard cops one across the Euro. Didn't look like it was much in it.
It didn't look like much in it, but he must have just clipped him just those couple of seconds. Just a split second late, and it's going to be very costly if he kicks this, because it's going to sort of break the back of Tiwi. It's interesting, that one with Harley Bennell. He, in the very first couple of minutes, I thought he should have went back and kicked the goal and turned it into a couple of point game, and the Tiwi Bombers definitely would have lifted from that, but he backed himself for a pass, and now we're at the other end for Bombers. The Buffaloes are
it's Coulthard.
Lead.
Coulthard comes in on the left, and he sprays it.
I think he's missed it. Oh, he's just scraped it.
The attention to detail might be something Cam Stokes wouldn't be too happy with the shots on goal today. The Darwin Buffaloes.
5-20.
5-20. 50 points. Haven't seen a scoreboard like that for a while. McAdam's got it. Ooh. And a 50-metre free kick. Oh, young McAdam, you want to be careful doing that sort of stuff. Just go and take your kick, son.
Yeah, you've done well to get the 50, then touching someone on the head is not ideal.
Not ideal. Goes out the back. Bradley Stokes again gathers it. Pendlebury on the right foot. Rare right foot kick by Pendlebury out to Moroney. Moroney goes down the line. It bounces in front of Bolch. He traps it. He's got plenty of time. Mullet blowing in the breeze. Back to Moroney. Moroney kicks over the top and turns it over. Bennell's got it. Bennell just jams it. Beautiful kick, Harley Bennell. That is an excellent kick, and I think it's. I think he's found Kimmy Cantilla.
Yeah, he's been very quiet today, Kimmy Cantilla. After his efforts last week, he would have kicked about 4 or 5 of the Tiwi's goals, but they ended up about 6 or 7 goals. So, yeah, I was expecting him to come out and be the standout player again today, but hopefully he puts his goal through, and then we've got a game on our hands, Haley.
Well, let's hope so. The Bombers. It's been a long time between drinks. Cantilla shuffles in.
He likes it.
Not overly confident, but he's kicked the goal, and it's the Tiwi Bombers have registered another one. They've registered their 7th goal for the day. 7 goals, 5-47, trailing the Buffaloes. 5 goals, 20-50. Nearly 9 minutes gone in the last quarter. So the Bombers stay in touch. Kicking with a slight breeze, Raf Clark.
It's almost like you have to say that one again, Haley. You sort of pause 5:20. It's very hard.
5:20. It's hard to read.
Yeah, it's hard to read, and Harley Bennell made up for that little dinky kick he did in the first couple of minutes of the quarter. A 40-minute lace out to Kim Cantilla standing by himself 30 metres directly in front.
All right, umpire Noonan comes in. He throws the ball up. They've moved Tim's into the ruck. Attacked well there by Bugs Heenan. Might have been tackled high, but he wasn't. There's no call on the play. Umpire's found a free kick here, and it'll go back to Jared Stokes. Stokes kicks it over the top to Patrick Bowles. Bowles, a short kick, and into Jaden Kickett on the lead, the veteran.
Yeah, he's been in everything today, Jaden. He's took a couple of hangers, the one-hander especially, and now he's probably going to end up with a goal. He set one up before to Ahmet Watkins, and yeah, kick it to. If he kicks this, it'll definitely take the sting out of it, I think. But you never know. It's still only 10 minutes in the last
10 minutes
quarter.
gone. Here we go. Jaden Kickett comes in. Usually a beautiful field kick. Let's have a look at how his goal kicking is. And he's put it up there. And there's always that little bit of a fade to the right, kicking to that end. The wind comes around the side of the grandstand. So Jaden Kickett kicks the 21st behind today. And unheard of. Tiwis go long. Out of position a little bit there was Tipaluri. He worked Kane Riley under the footy, and now he's ran away from Riley. He's kicked the ball deep. They had a chance to take the mark there. It's well done by Stokes. He's sort of funny little chip, but he's followed up well. He's handballed the ball back. Bradley Stokes now kicks the ball into the centre of the ground. Roberts has it. Doesn't know quite what to do. He goes to the running. Holtz Fitz. He gets the ball forward to Bowles. Bowles, he's usually a good kick of the football. Kicks it nice and deep. It goes in. Kickett's got a chance off the ground. And that's a goal. I think it's a goal to Ahmet Watkins. He's bobbed up, and that's an important one. Darwin have got another one. That's their 6th goal. 6 goals, 21, 57. 10-point leaders over the Tiwi Bombers, 7-5, 47. We've gone nearly 12 minutes in the last quarter, and that man, Liam Holtz Fitz, providing some run through the middle of the ground.
Yeah, it's a great build-up there by the Bombers, the Buffaloes to turn it over. Tiwi looked like they definitely were going to score there. I thought it was going to put them in front, and yeah, they cleared it well. Plenty of run, handball receives, a bit of run in the legs there of Holt Fitz. Still a bit fresh, I believe, and resulting goal. Nice kick off the ground by Ahmet Watkins. Read it nicely. Kick he almost dragged it into mark too again.
Here we go again. Sterling Mitchell's gone into the ruck this time from Darwin. And ball goes forward. Tipalura throws it on the left foot. Fumbling through. Mully Cruz got the run of it. He keeps it in front. Does well. Looking for a handle on it there is the Tiwi Bombers player in Wiley. And he's strongly tackled by, I think that is Cassidy possibly.
Yeah, I believe so, mate.
Yep. Good ball up. There, fumble there. It's going in hard now. Bennell finds some space. Chips it out. Tiwi Bombers players got the ball there. Well done. That's Travis Tambling. Bennell runs past looking for a handball. The umpire calls him to play on now. Beautiful little chip inside to Tipalura. Beautiful gather. Kim Cantilla showing his strength and his ability. He's tackled. He handballs the ball out. Ball's picked up by Holtz Fitz. Scurries it along the ground. Not the best kick. Dispossessed there by the Tiwi player. Comes back. No, handball's out. Kicks it along the ground. Trapped there again by Nicholas Hooker. Goes in deep. And a timely mark in defence. Calling for him to steady the play down a bit. That's Cassidy.
Yeah, it's probably the best time to call it when it's they're under the pump and they're finally in front to be able to slow the play down. Haley, when they were doing it earlier in the game, they were losing. So,
yep. All right.
Stokes
over to Stokes. Yep. Stokes to Stokes. Kicks the ball to Liam Holtz Fitz. Certainly been a lot better in the second half. Oh, it looks like a turnover there. I think that's Darley again. Gets another lot of possessions. Kicks the ball down the line, and that's out of bounds on the full. Can't pull that one in, Travis Tambling. And it'll be Matty Cassidy to bring this one back in. Goes short. So the Darwin Buffaloes, 14 minutes gone, last quarter, leading by 10 points. Short kick to Bolch. They're all signalling to slow the game down, but I think they still need to score another goal. Here they go.
Definitely.
They go long. Atkins macks that ball away. He goes after it himself. McBean hacks one forward. Holtz fits out the back on the left foot. Beautiful kick into Jaden Kickett. Uses his body beautifully. Jaden Kickett. Oh, it could have been the sealer.
Yeah.
He's pulled it around and missed to the left. Another behind for Darwin.
He's still down. Whether he's that disappointed he doesn't want to get up or he's actually genuinely hurt himself. So
6:22:58, leading the Tiwi Bombers 7-5-47.
He's making his way towards the bench there, Kickett. He might have twinged something.
Yeah, it looked like he was holding his groin.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Bombers are building out of the back half here. Darley again. He's been good today. Over to Cruz. David Cruz, Wanderers premiership player. Chips the ball back into DeWitt. DeWitt's given him a bit of run out off the half back. He goes long. I think that's what they need to do. A bit of chaos football. Goes out the back. Swoops on it there. Tamlin, he's kicked the goal. Here come the Bombers.
Yeah, exactly, Hardy. Like you mentioned, they were slowing it down, and we both believe they needed another goal to definitely be home. And yeah, it's because we've got about 20, not 20, but at least 10 to 15 minutes left in this game, and they seem to be a bit fresher and have a lot more run in the legs of the Buffalo. So you'd think they'd just keep pushing and putting the pressure on the Tiwi boys and slowing it down. You actually give them the Tiwi boys a bit more time to catch their breath and get set up, and you turn it over, or you miss an easy goal like Kickett did. The Bombers are ready to swoop, and like we all know, they only need 5 or 4 minutes of quality footy and they can put 3 goals in before you know it, and this opens the door right open for the Tiwi Bombers.
Here we go again. 2 big boys at it in the middle. D'Souza tries to get it out. Darley, probably the best man on the ground, goes to Adam Tipperwoody. Tipperwoody goes long. Oh, beautiful use of the body. Bradley Stokes
again.
Been very good. Stokes, Moroney. It's almost like Lilly and Marsh, those two down the back. Goes there nicely to Coulthard. Measured kick along the sideline. Excellent work there. Scaglianini. He's been a workhorse. He's obviously got a good pedigree in running.
Yeah, definitely.
He has worked hard.
Worked really hard to cause that turnover and get a boundary throw, and you take that as win again for Tiwi.
All right, boundary throw in, 17 minutes gone. Last quarter, 5-point ball game. Trapped there, Darwin, throw it on the boot. I think it was Roberts, and it goes out on the full in front of Coco Nicky. You should be looking at, no, it's bounced.
It must have bounced on the line, I think.
Yep, bounced on the line. Boundary throw in, 17.5 minutes gone. Tiwi Bombers trail the Buffaloes by 5 points. Anyone can win this one. Darley's got the run of it here. Been very good. Threw it on the boot, comes off Thomas Clark, and we'll do it all again. Tiwi Bombers, it's been a while. I think last time they won, a loaf of bread was $1.50, ref.
That's it, mate.
It's been a while. 53,
long coming.
58, ball comes in. D'Souza hacks it out of the air, which is good. Bennell, great handball by Bennell to the running Thompson. Thompson goes inside 50. Stokes has got a bit to do. DeWitt's gone forward. DeWitt worries him out of it. Looks as though he tackled him without it, but no umpire's call on that one. Stokes Bradley knocks the ball out in front. Picked up beautifully there. Might have been legged Cantilla. The umpire says play on. Cassidy's got it. He handballs the ball back to Stokes. Beautiful kick out of the back line. Finds Bowles. Bowles goes to look to spread the ball to the grandstand side. Kevin Moroney.
Again, Moroney.
Adding a little bit of run off the half-back and the back pocket. Moroney. Nice kick over the top. Tommy Clark's got it. Good user of the ball generally.
Seemed like the umpires put the whistle away in that last bit of contest.
And that can only be a good thing, Raf.
That's it, mate. I want to see a free-flowing game.
And the ball comes down there. Tipalura throws it over the top. Scaglianini gets a nice little handball. The Bombers go back in again. They won't go away here, the Bombers. Beautifully trapped by Tipalura. Throws it on the left or the right foot inside out. One for the Brave. and it beautifully goes there. Comes down to Tambling. Tambling hooks it back. I think he's kicked the goal. The Bombers, they're in front. They're in front, Raf Clark.
Wow. Like we said, Haley, they only needed a couple of good minutes of footy, the Tiwi Bombers, and they'll damage. They'll put the score on any team. And yeah, great work by Tipalura. I thought he was definitely wasn't going to get his hands on the footy, but battled well, stood his ground, got the football forward, and just a contest, spilt out the back. And Tambling has kicked the last 2 goals. He's a match winner at the moment.
He's done well there. Tiwi Bombers 59, leading the Buffaloes 58. 19 minutes, almost 20 minutes gone in the last quarter. These 2 war horses are back in the middle of the ground again. D'Souza and Atkinson will have another go. We're going into junk time. 1 point in front, the Tiwi Bombers. They'll be rocking in the New U Sports Club at the moment. Atkins knocks the ball down. It's gathered there by Pendlebury. He realises the urgency of it. Whacks the ball forward. Picked up by Bowles. And it looks as though McAdam's got the free kick. Going Aidan McAdam chips the ball out. Scaglianini kicks the ball down the wing. It's in front for Tambling. He loses his feet. Moroney doesn't give up on the play. Pendlebury with hands goes into Vudas. And Johnny goes long, and he's up high there. He's kept it in front of himself. And there it is.
Wow.
That's a beautiful goal. Bolchi put that on the TikTok highlights reel. Great work, Bolch. He kept his feet. He flew for it. And he kept his feet, Raf Clark, and was fantastic.
Yeah.
Here it is. Pendlebury's cool under pressure. Gets it to Vudas. And he goes in long. And he created the chaos and followed up and kicked it off the ground.
Yeah, definitely. And one of those ones, Haley's definitely a coach killer. McAdam won the ball on half-back. You know, you could have kicked it. He took the first option, then they had an overlap spare, and they forgot who it was. He took it on and tried to hit the 50-50 contest down on half-forward, and old Tambling lost his feet. Moroney, all class all day, picked it up, hit a target, and they go forward and kick a goal. Coach killer, that one.
D'Souza, Darley's been good. Worried out of it there. Pendlebury's been solid. Spent a lot of time up forward and also now in the midfield. Chip forward by Bowles. Yeah, good mark there. Yeah, very good mark there. He's been pretty good back there, William and Madden. They need to go now. Looks like a free kick. I think
50 metre?
Yeah, 50 metre free kick here. Darley's got the ball, but it'll go back to Madden. Important one here.
Got to get moving because
22 minutes gone.
Yeah, the Buffaloes are dropping back. Pendlebury, the ruckman as well.
22 minutes gone. Darley gets the handball, goes short with the ball there as Tipalura. Darley's run on. Darley could kick the goal, and he had enough time there. The Darwin player could have marked that, but I think it was Atkins back there. Decided to knock it through. Buffaloes reload, and here they go again. Pendlebury's got it.
It's an interesting one, Haley. Can you be pinged for knocking it through when you've not got any pressure on you, or what's the go there?
Well, I don't think he could be, but he could have taken the mark.
Yeah,
given up that
definitely
point.
an interesting one because he was 10 metres in the clear, and to be able to punch it straight over, it's almost like handballing it straight over when you're 10 metres in the clear.
Would have been a brave umpire to pull that one out and give Tiwi a shot from the goal square. We got Bolch. Bolch goes on the left foot. He goes long. The the Buffaloes need one more, I reckon. Matt Watkins has got it. If the Buffs can get one, I reckon they're home. Goes in deep. He's been held back off the ball there. Sterling Mitchell. Holtz-Fitz hits it with pace. Scaglianini is knocked off the ball. Holtz-Fitz dispossessed. I think that was Collinson has come through and kicked one in midair, but it's a throw. Tiwi Bombers need to go quick here. Tiwi Bombers, 23.5 minutes gone. Trailing the Darwin Buffaloes by 4 points. It's been an entertaining game, not what I expected. I thought it would be more of a shootout, but it's been a pretty entertaining game. Madden's got it in the back line. Probably haven't got time to trim too much. They've got to go quick here. Got to go quick. McCarthy's got it.
And not wide.
Not wide either. McCarthy over to Hooker. Hooker on the left foot. I'd be going straight down the middle if I was the Bombers, and well done. Very well done out there. Coulthard, who's been a very good player for Darwin, takes a timely mark, chips it over to Bolch. Bolch holds it up. The clock is certainly not the friend of the Bombers at the moment. Clark gets a little bit of 1-2 action going, runs themselves into trouble, give the Bombers a little bit of a chance here. Tommy Clark regathers, short kick to Bolch. They've been good, those two. Bolch has played very well today for Darwin Footy Club.
We mentioned Bolch's engine. He's getting the ball all over the ground, mate. He's putting the work in and he's all over the place.
Nice big high kick. The flyer there comes from Sterling Mitchell, trap. The Bombers have their chance. This could be the last throw of the dice for the Bombers. Goes forward, bouncing ball. You got Pendlebury back there. Oh, he's got all the poise in the world, Pendlebury. Doesn't panic. Very good player. Out to Coulthard, who's been good all day. They find Bolch again. Bolch now tells them to slow it down. 25 minutes gone. 4-point lead to Darwin Buffs. Certainly a better performance here by the Tiwi Bombers today than last week. They chip the ball back again. Cassidy's got it. Trying to manufacture something. The umpire calls him to play on and the Buffs have got home. Buffs have got home in a thriller. Full credit to the Darwin Footy Club. They held on against a very determined Tiwi. 9 goals, 660 the Bombers. The Darwin Buffs run out winners 7 goals, 22. 64 points. And a 4-point win to the Darwin Buffaloes, Raf Clark.
Yeah, mate, and great effort by the Tiwi Bombers. Compared to what happened last weekend, you wouldn't expect that coming to the footy today from the Tiwi Bombers. And like we said, there was about 5 or 6 new players today, and especially Harley Bennell, the likes of him as well as I've had a bit of a pause there. Sam Darley, he was probably best on for my liking. Haley, he had his hands on the footy numerous times in every quarter. He definitely would have had 7 or 8 touches in every quarter. I'd like to see his numbers. The width down back was good. Definitely was.
Stan
Tipalura and especially Brendan Cantilla. His efforts across playing that small defensive role to cause a few turnovers and get it forward. And Tipalura, like I mentioned, kicking goals from your forward pressure and tackling. That's awesome by any.
The Bombers had, I think at the start of the year, 12 boys under 21. Brenton's got a young group there, so they'll improve. And full credit to Darwin. It was one of those games that a Darwin Footy Club a couple of years ago would have dropped.
Yep.
But you could just tell the maturity of this group of players and that they stuck to their task. I think Coulthard was fantastic. Pendlebury just gives them a really good, cool head. Maroney, as we spoke, and the Stokes boys down back. Both those Stokes boys were fantastic. The skipper stepped up when he had to, and I think Liam Holtz-Fitz came into the game when he needed to, and the big guy up forward, Matt Watkins, gave him a contest. And
also Mr. TikTok was
he was
standout as well, mate. He was all over the ground. Thomas Bolch, he was getting marks in the back pocket on the half-back line, and also competing for an up in the air and in the forward pocket, and it kicked that last goal to get him over the line.
Joey Collinson was another one I thought had a good game, and Jaden Kickett, Kickett, he's spent most of his career at the Tigers, left, came to Buffaloes and did a fantastic job up forward as well as down back when he sort of played in the back half at the start of the game. But all in all, Patrick Bowles was another one just looking through. Him and Johnny Vuklis did very well also. So a good game of footy.
Yeah,
not what I expected.
Yeah, definitely. We didn't expect it to be this close, and it's awesome to see. And that, like I said early in the game, it's great that Tiwi Bombers can be competitive again, and it makes the NTFL competition a lot stronger, and definitely gets the Tiwi supporters behind their team again. So hopefully it's a step forward in the right direction for them, and they can build from this performance, Haley, and they can be quite consistent for the rest of the year and make these games a lot closer.
Thanks a lot for tuning in to AFL NT, the round 3 fixture between the Darwin Buffaloes and the Tiwi Bombers. Have seen the Buffaloes win by 4 points. Thanks a lot to Raf Clark.
Thanks, mate.
I'm Damien Hale, and we'll catch you next week.
Yeah, and then if you want to stay tuned in, I think that Pints are taking on St Mary's and another live broadcast right after us, Haley. So tune into that one if you want to see some more NTFL action. So thanks to you, Haley, for having me on board, mate, and it's been a pleasure.
No worries. Thanks a lot, mate.
Cheers.